Good morning. Orville and Wilbur Wright are certainly known for the invention of the airplane. But there were so many things they really had to figure out in order for an airplane to fly. And maybe nothing was more difficult and more important to figure out than the propeller. They've been working hard figuring out the wing. The wing is going to be something that is curved on top, flat on the bottom, so that as air comes along, it rushes over the top of the wing and it goes faster than the air under the bottom of the wing. And what they discovered was that it's called Bernoulli's principle. The slower the air, the higher the pressure, the faster the air, the lower the pressure. And so it really is the air molecules that will lift an airplane up into the sky. The big question is, you have to get the airplane moving through the air in order for the air to move across the wings. So creating that thrust to move the craft through the fluid of air in order to get it to move over the wings was the key issue. And they had no data, no knowledge to fall back on about an airplane propeller. The screw propeller had been used in boats for years, but even then, people didn't really understand the science, the mechanics behind it. And so they began to work on how to build a propeller. And they argued and argued. Each person believed they had the right answer, and they would argue about it all day long. And it didn't go on for days. It went on for weeks, and then for months. And they both had such strong opinions, they would be hollering at the top of their lungs about what they believed. It was their sister Catherine who one day said, "If you don't stop fighting about this, I'm going to leave." Well, they didn't stop fighting about it. Each had very strong opinions. But one night, maybe after the loudest fight of all about what a propeller should be, the next day when they showed up at the shop, they weren't mad at one another. In fact, Orville came in first and said to the people there, "I think I was wrong. I think we need to go with what Wilbur was suggesting." And after a while, Wilbur came in and he saw the people and said, "I've been thinking all night and I really believe maybe I'm wrong. We need to go with what Orville is saying." Both men were willing to be open to thinking and changing their minds. And what they discovered was, in a sense, they both were wrong. What their airplane needed was not one propeller, but two. They placed them out on the wings, two of them spinning in opposite directions, one clockwise, one counterclockwise, and that would help to counteract the motion that was going on. By using two propellers, spinning the opposite direction, and working on how to adjust the pitch, they really made one of the greatest inventions in history, the propeller. The thing that was enable the aircraft to be pulled through the air fast enough that it created lift and it was able to fly. To be able to argue and believe strongly about your issue, and yet to have the ability to come in and say, having thought about it, maybe I'm wrong. I think that's the thing that so often we lack, that ability to say, maybe I was wrong. Maybe we ought to go with the other person's idea. And when both of them tackled the task, they discovered they both were wrong. They needed two, not one. It's been said the absence of conflict is not harmony, it's apathy. Whenever we are together with others, we will have conflict, so long as we care passionately about what we're dealing with. The conflict is not the problem. It's when we close our minds and aren't willing to listen to the other. I hope today you and I go out and we learn how to fly. Have a great day.